What's up, everybody, and welcome to Hammer Down Motorsports. This is the week after Christmas. We all made it through. Hope everybody had an awesome Christmas. Mine was pretty good, other than the fact that I was sick the whole time. You can probably still hear it in my voice, but we're powering through, hopefully on the other side of it by now, and just be happy to be healthy again, because it's been a really tough cold. I know anybody that's had it would know exactly what I'm talking about. But today we're headed over to Westy's shop. We're going to be talking a little bit about what we're going to be doing here in the next couple of weeks. We've got a few things that he's going to be giving me a hand with. And we also have Guitarmageddonzl1 who's coming to the shop and getting something done on his truck. So as you guys saw, I have one of the new Razor hoverboards that I got for Christmas. I kind of put it on my list just kind of as a, I don't know, we'll see if somebody wants to buy it for me, whatever. And ended up getting it. So we're going to try to see if we can ride this thing, because I tried it in the house just a little bit, and I've never been on one of these things in my entire life. And it just seems like it's a little bit tricky. I didn't really want to smash into my cabinets in the kitchen or bang up my furniture, so we're going to have a little bit more room in the shop to play around with this thing, and then see if myself, Westy, or Nick is actually able to ride this thing with any kind of skill within a short amount of time. So I got my new Camaro hat that I got for Christmas, which is pretty awesome. I was going to actually take the Camaro out today because I really miss driving, and it's been a while since I've actually been able to take it out and have some fun with it. But there's salt all over the roads, and even if I did go out and wash it, by the time I got home there'd be salt all over it again. So I'm just going to keep it where it's clean until we get a good rain or something to wash the roads off, be able to have a little bit more of a drive and actually get to enjoy that car again. We do have some things that we're going to be doing with that. So those of you who are looking for Camaro content, we do have stuff on the way. There's something I've been waiting for almost 2 months for, and I'm very excited about, so it's going to be a pretty big addition to the look of the car, and I can't wait to see what it's going to look like. So quick update on the Denali. We've had it for a little over a month now, kind of got a little bit more of a feel of it. I got 1,200 miles on it now, so we've had a little bit of time to kind of get to know each other a little bit. The one thing that I don't like, and it's no fault of the vehicle whatsoever, is the fact that it has pretty big side windows and they're not tinted in the front. So usually the first thing that I do is go get my windows tinted, but that has nothing to do with the vehicle. It's just a personal preference of mine, and we are actually getting that done this coming Saturday. Another thing, at the top of the windshield on these, it has a little bit of a tinted brow on it, and it's actually blue. And I don't really care for the fact that it's blue. I mean, that's, again, a personal preference of mine, something that I don't really care for. It reminds me of our 79 Pontiac my parents had when we were kids, and just doesn't really seem like high-end to me at all. It kind of looks a little bit goofy. So what we're going to be doing when we get the windows tinted is getting a brow put on with like a darker tint that'll kind of give that blue effect. Will kind of fade away behind it. I know some people think I just sit and complain about my vehicles and I should just be happy with what I have. Yes, this is true, but if you're buying a vehicle of this price tag, you're probably going to want to know what to look for, or what are things that might be deal breakers for you that maybe you wouldn't notice when you're going for a test drive or looking through the brochures, because you're not going to notice these things. You have to drive it for 1,200, 2,000, sometimes more mileage to actually kind of feel the day-to-day ups and downs of the vehicle that actually are things that might bother you. So another thing about these, and actually Ford, to their credit, has a solution for this on the new Expedition. The reverse camera gets dirty very quickly because just the shape of the vehicle, the way that the back is pretty well flat, the air kind of circulates behind it, and especially if there's salt on the road or dirty water from rain and things like that, will make that camera dirty very quickly. So I find myself going back there and cleaning it regularly, just so I have at night a good vision behind me so I don't run into anything. But Ford actually has a sprayer on the back on their new Expedition, which is kind of cool. Kind of seems like something that might go wrong in the future. I mean, with all the dirt and things that are back there, there's a little door and an actuator, it comes out. I mean, it's a pretty cool idea. I don't know how it's going to work for the long term, but it was something I noticed with this, and obviously they noticed it with that, and they found a solution for it. So another thing that I noticed too that is not really a big deal, but it's something that I think they could improve on, is the headrests in the back. On the Durango, it had headrests that flipped down electronically with your infotainment system, which was pretty cool. So if you're looking out your rearview mirror, you don't have the headrests in the way. On the Denali, it's got headrests that have to be pushed up in order to sit in the seat. Otherwise, they're kind of in the middle of your back, and it's kind of annoying. So for everyday driving, you're going to have them down, but anytime anybody wants to go in the third row, they're going to have to push them up. And to get them down, you have to crawl into the back, push in the releases, and then get them to come down like you would any normal headrest. So to have an electronic feature like the Durango had on the Denali would definitely be a big improvement. But all in all, this vehicle has been a super awesome experience to drive, and it's something that's grown on me more and more as I drive it. And I hate to have dirty vehicles, but I find when I wash this vehicle, I feel like the day that I bought it. It's just, it looks so nice with all the lines. The black wheels just really pop on this, and it's just my general rule. If you're not looking back at your car after you park it, you probably bought the wrong car. I know that's been said by other people many times, but it is no more true than in the Denali, because every time I park this vehicle nicely cleaned up, I just have to take a look back and be like, yes, that is the one I drive. That is absolutely the vehicle I'm glad I chose. There's not another vehicle in this price point or size that I would have chosen other than this one right here. So I'm just gonna put this in the 5 things that I love about my Yukon Denali XL. Now, the XL is the number one. The fact that it is the longer one, it's the same size as like a Suburban, and you have that extra space. That gives you a lot more room in your third row, gives you more cargo room. Generally, day to day, you can leave all the seats up and have plenty of room for cargo for your groceries and whatever else. So XL, number one, the size, most important thing for me, and is number one on my 5 things that I love about the Denali. Number 2, the 6.2 liter V8. I love the 6.2 liter in the Camaro. I love it in the same way in the Denali. It picks up, it sounds great. I think it could probably use an exhaust that's a little louder. This one's a little bit modest, but that's kind of what you expect in a luxury vehicle. But you can make it loud, you can make it sound mean, you can make it sound awesome. Corsa has a really nice system for these, and I think I'm kind of leaning that way for this vehicle. I guess we're gonna have to see what happens. But yes, number 2 would be the 6.2 liter. Power is everything. It is awesome. Number 3, the interior. I love the way that all the wood accents and the aluminum and all that stuff really comes together well. And it doesn't have the same dash as like a pickup truck. It's got the one that's similar to a Suburban or whatever, but you've got the infotainment system that has a little place for your phone behind it, kind of like the Corvette has. It's got all the knobs and dials in a nice place where you can see what you're doing. Everything's pretty well appointed, and interior is definitely number 3 for my favorite things, or the things that I love about this particular Denali XL. So number 4, kind of the little nuances and things that they thought of that you kind of get surprised by after you drive it for a little while, because obviously when you first drive a vehicle, you don't notice all the little things. It has a little mirror where your sunglass holder is. You push it up halfway, it locks in place. It gives you almost like a school bus style convex mirror of the rear. So now if you got kids back there, you can look back and see both your kids, no problem. Pretty handy feature. Very good on GMC's part to put something like that in, because it's something that we do actually use a lot. Another thing that is kind of like a little quirk in this vehicle is on the DVD screens, there's little lights along the side. So when the vehicle's dark, and if you were to want to open one of the screens, you don't have to go feeling up the headliner trying to find where the screen is. It's got little lights on either side that light up so you know exactly where the screen is. It's pretty cool. And when you shut the doors, it's got like theater lighting. Everything kind of dims down nicely. It's just a very classy touch. It's pretty awesome in my opinion. And that is number 4 on my list of things that I love about the Denali. So we got Nick's truck over here. I had these wheels specially ordered for this Denali XL. The only difference is GMC in the center on these, Chevy symbol in the middle on these. Exact same wheel. A little different tire. These are a little more of an aggressive tire, but they're both running the Bridgestone Duelers. Opening the door without having to use your hand in the back, as long as you have the key in your pocket. Another thing that is awesome about this truck. They did think of that. So you got your hands full, swipe your foot under the middle, lights flash, tailgate goes down. Another great feature of the Yukon XL Denali. So let's go in the shop here and hopefully nobody breaks a leg or arm.
What are these things called?
Hover tracks.
Hover tracks. And this is going to be my first attempt to ride one of them. Just come running and jump on it.
You gotta turn it on.
How does this work?
Just hit the
so
power
you gotta
button.
Turn the power button on. Ooh.
Does its auto leveling, and then apparently you just put one foot on and then the other foot, and then you get a lean front to go one way and then lean back to go the other way.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Why is it turning?
That's backwards there now. You have the lights the other way.
You put one foot on. Why is it? Is it even calibrated?
It should be calibrated.
This is forward?
Yeah. And if you lean on the paddles one way or the other, it's supposed to go front or back.
Oh, yeah.
So then you just got to basically get your balance.
It's like the whatchamacallit
Well,
things.
the problem is when you start to put your foot on it, you make it start to go.
Yeah, right. So you got to put both feet on, like, to start.
Sounds sketchy.
It's pretty sketchy. I thought it was going to be a lot easier. Sort of. There you go. Whoa! So first attempt.
Danger.
This. Okay, if you break your arm or leg, this is not my fault. There you go. Gotta lean forward.
Yeah.
I guess like whatever way your body's trying to go, it'll do like 360s or whatever.
Yeah, like you just gotta like get the balance thing going. So
Yeah.
I rode one of those.
There you go.
Just lean your feet. Hello. I'm getting the hang of it.
You're doing a lot better than I thought, because
Well, I rode one of those. What are the
segways?
Segways. They're the same thing, but you actually have them to hold on to. This
Yeah.
is like, you gotta like balance
This is
yourself.
freestyle.
And it's very, very touchy. I bet you can calibrate
It's
it.
super touchy.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's
do it.
in learn mode right now. Like it's in like what is the learning or training mode?
I'm trying to keep my. So if I go forward.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's all about using your. You don't even have to lean. You just have to move your feet like up and down. Yeah, not bad.
It's like the human gimbal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No more footsteps in your
You guys
footage.
ever ride these? I bet you there's like experts watching this video right now. They're like, this guy's a noob. I feel like Magneto.
So I got it.
There it is. Steve's on it.
I'm on.
He didn't fall this time.
Don't speak too soon, but I'm just kind of taking it easy, trying to figure it all out. It is something to get used to, that's for sure.
Yeah, you'll get the hang of it.
Try not to die.
Thanks for the words of wisdom, Westy. Oh, there he got off of it without falling, so that's good.
Flawless victory.
I don't think that does justice though, Steve, because I used to race motocross and me and that thing still don't mix.
You didn't try it though. You just did it on the chair.
You hold the throat part.
Do I?
Whoa!
I knew that was only gonna be enough time.
It was going so well.
It was.
Yeah, that's okay. I had to dismount pretty similarly to that. It's all part of the learning of the hoverboard.
This is what I did to learn, man. You want to see? You good?
Yeah. I might have just broke my thumb, but that's okay.
Are you serious?
Maybe.
Can you move it?
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, you can move it.
Yeah.
This is what I did, man. Look at that. Ah, it's peeling out. Look at that.
That's the safe approach.
That's the safe route.
That's no fun now.
No, that's no fun. What you just did.
Oh,
I got a good old knot right there on my elbow from that thing.
I can't see shit right now.
It's like right in there.
Nice. Yeah, you know, the concrete floor isn't very forgiving.
No. All right, everybody, we got the light bar all finished up on Nick's truck. It's all ready to go. We got most of the fins are still in place, so he's still got some of that active air going on. But that brings me to the fifth thing that I love about the Yukon Denali XL, and that is the ride. The fact that the wheelbase on this vehicle is so much longer than just your standard Yukon, you actually end up with a smoother ride than with a shorter one. And the magnetic suspension is absolutely amazing. It's something that I've never actually had on any of my vehicles, and I enjoy that every time I drive this thing. So those are the 5 things I absolutely love about this vehicle. I'm sure there's going to be more things that I'm going to find as time goes on, but that's going to conclude our video for today. So if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We have so much more stuff coming here in the new year. Just trying to get all the projects lined up so we can start on them and get more kind of DIY stuff and bring you guys along for every step of everything that we're doing. So that being said, as always, keep that hammer down.